Sorry about that. So, not exactly sure what was going on there with the live stream, but it looked to be that the system was hung up for some reason, and so it wasn't allowing me to. There was no kilobytes going out. It was showing that the live stream was going on, but whenever I would check to see if there was any output, there was none. And so I am not sure what was going on, so I had to reboot the system completely, and then bring the live stream back up. And so hopefully it will be a stable platform now. I do believe that, let me see if we're pulling off of both. So we're not pulling off of both instances here. We should be pulling off of the there we go, our phone and the satellite at the same time, and our position should be updating as well, and that looks to be doing everything that it's supposed to be doing now. So that heavy rain, boy, it can do some stuff. But we're kind of circumventing the system here as far as our location goes, where we're going to be going to. I need to take in. So we're basically in the core of the storm again. So just on the outward edges of it. So there's going to be some light rain, but the majority of the storm is back to our south. Nearing Oklahoma City. It's going to skip Oklahoma City just to the north, it looks like. I would not be opposed to saying that there's more than likely probably some pretty strong lightning associated down on that part of town. So I know that I have loved ones that are down there, and you can see our current location, and we are headed northbound on I-35. oddly shaped little clouds there in front of us. But we are going to head back toward the house. Man. Might possibly get into some more of that lightning. It looks like we are going to get some heavy rain up here by Guthrie. Perhaps, maybe. No joke. We'll see how the stream holds out now. A good constant bit rate now, so that's a plus. Hopefully that'll hold true. doesn't look too bad up here. Can't see. Hello. Let's see who said that. Lena, 99. How are you? We're just out cruising around early this morning. It's 9 o'clock. Central Daylight Time. Got up at 6. Storms were out west of where I live. And so we drove about 30-45 minutes to the west and got on some really cool lightning for quite a while. And so as we have done so, we have had to restart the stream a couple of times because of the fact that the rain was so heavy that the satellite was not able to penetrate it, and so we had to restart. So hopefully we've got a good stream right now, and it looks like it's pretty stable. So we're on the leading edge of the second wave of rain that is coming through. And so we're going to make our way back to the west. It should get obviously a lot darker as we go that way. And perhaps we'll get on some more lightning. Overall, severe threat isn't that great today, but there's going to be a lot of rain and probably a lot of flash flooding going on because these storms aren't moving very fast at all. And so I appreciate everybody watching. it has been an enjoyable morning so far. I am going to take kind of chilly in here. Had the AC set on 60. But skies are clearing over here in front of us. Probably turn those windshield wipers down off the high speed. But we'll go back west here in just a few minutes and see what we can get back into. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning. Everybody getting ready for Father's Day tomorrow? Have any good plans? Hey Jamie, thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. It's been a good chase so far. As I was stating earlier, we got into some real heavy rain, so we've had to restart the stream a couple of times. But I think we're doing all right now. We're going to head back west toward Kingfisher, Oklahoma. But we're going to head that way, and we got a standoff with the police department there. Head that way and see what we can get into. We got some amazing lightning earlier. If you get a chance, you might go back and review some of the streams. And so, yeah. And we might get into some more of that here in just a few minutes. We'll just have to wait and see. But you guys will notice here, we're going to get a change in look here. It's going to be a lot darker back to the west. And there is some heavy rain as it pushes through. For those that are watching and maybe you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would invite you to do so. Help us grow. Help us to get videos out such as this. Yeah, there was some lightning right there in front of us. It was all up in the clouds, but there was lightning. But anyway, I would appreciate that, and whenever you do so, be sure to like, share, and hit that notification bell. And if you are a subscriber already, thank you. Here comes the heavy rain. Got to take and get back to the house. I have to take off and go to Arkansas later today, and so perhaps we might do a live stream on the way down there. We may be able to be on storms all day long. We will just have to see. going to be rough for the farmers to get into the fields. It is harvest season, and there has not been any that I'm aware of, any wheat harvest going on. Maybe in Texas, but not in Oklahoma. That I'm aware of, anyhow. So, I don't know where all the viewers are from, but on that note, if it is harvest season for you where you live, have you seen anybody that was able to get into the fields? The rainy pattern has just been such that they haven't been able to take and do hardly anything here. I've seen maybe a couple of swaths that were cut, probably just testing to see what the moisture level was in the wheat, but I see a lot of combines parked in the fields getting ready for it. But have not seen anybody doing any work. Tracy M., thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, we've been out for a while already. Been out since about 6 o'clock this morning. Went over by Kingfisher, Oklahoma, and then down to Okarche. Back over by Surrey Hills, Guthrie, Edmond. Now we're making our way back toward the house. Hopefully the stream will hold up in this heavy rain. Satellite, rain fade. I think we're doing all right though. Speaking of combines, there's one on a trailer. That's a big one. So the topic was lightning earlier and rain. Had a little bit of hail over off of Northwest Expressway, kind of southeast of Okarche. But now we're talking about harvest and how that the farmers are not able to get into their fields right now because of all the rain. So I have been chasing storms actively since about 2002, but my first storm that I ever chased was in Friona, Texas, and that was an EF5. I was active duty military stationed in Clovis, New Mexico, and I went over east of Clovis, got on that storm, and man, what a first storm to chase. And so 2002, obviously technology was getting a little bit better. My house actually got hit by a weak tornado in that year. And then later on, I think it was probably 6 months after we had sold the property and moved to a different location, that place was hit by an EF5 tornado and completely destroyed. And so I helped in the cleanup with that, and it was amazing because we were able to take and pick up pieces of our old place that was 5 and 6 miles away from where the tornado was. So it was incredible. That is for sure. Chased in a 1976 Cadillac. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you very much. But yeah, and then since then, I've seen just a number of different tornadoes. I've chased hurricanes, fire weather, you name it. I don't have all of those videos and things put on my channel. Some of the bigger end tornadoes that we've chased in the last couple of years, I have on there. Hopefully the stream will hold out because this rain is heavy. And so I kind of just premiered some of the bigger tornadoes that we've been on. And so I can take and put some fire weather on there if you guys would like to see all of that stuff. No, not necessarily. I enjoy all of it. And so to me, I know a lot of the guys, you know, they are almost a have to, you know, score a tornado or something to that effect. But my philosophy is that, you know, I'm going out, I am providing a public service for people, providing information, and that was what stimulated me to take and start up this channel again. And so not only that, but north central Oklahoma has a tendency to be left out by the major media outlets. And so I wanted to be able to provide information because we have family and friends up there still, and so that was what got me going on this. But with that being said, we're traveling all over the place. I mean, I've chased Wyoming, I've chased South Dakota, I have chased Nebraska, Kansas, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas. I mean, just about anywhere and everywhere. Not far eastern states. Have not been over into in southern states, not Alabama or Georgia or anything like that, but but I have traveled. I have been rode out Hurricane Harvey in Rockport, Texas. Helped set scientific probes with Reed Timmer and his cameraman and my friend. We helped them set that probe on a causeway bridge north of Rockport. and was able to gather millions bits of data through that, and also easy. And so it did a lot of damage, and we filmed that. And then there's a lightning strike. Well, we filmed that as we were leaving Florida, making our exit. And I'm thankful that we did, because there were a lot of people that were trapped because of the storm surge. And so we got out in the right time. And so we had 5 10-gallon gas cans, and by the time we made it to the panhandle of Florida, over at the Florida and Alabama border, we were down to 1, and that was the first place that there was an open gas station, and we pulled in there and were able to get a hot meal. We hadn't had a hot meal in probably 3 or 4 days. So, the stream might have lagged there for just a second, but I think we're doing all right. So, fire weather, we have had several fires, and I'm talking wildfires in western Oklahoma. This past season, we had a major wildfire over on the eastern parts of the state, and it just it was horrific. And so anyway, we covered a little bit of that, but the winds and the smoke and dust, and it was bad. Well, I don't know. As far as professional, I would prefer more an experienced chaser rather than professional. And also, I am not a degreed meteorologist. However, I have studied in order to be able to go out and chase. And so there's certain things that you have to know, where in order to, number one, be able to read the models and know exactly where you need to be and all of those things. I mean, you just can't go out. You can. I mean, that's the way that it used to happen. But it all started with surface maps that were drawn by hand. We didn't have the technology that we have now. So you literally can pull up every single thing that you want. You can go from long range models all the way up to nearly that day of. And so the technology, that's what I was saying earlier. The technology has given the storm chaser so much information. I mean, I'll give you an example. The HRRR, which you might hear that if you follow along with the weather channels or the chasing channels and stuff like that. And that is a high resolution rapid refresh, HRRR. And so that is a close range ensemble that gives us an hourly update on storms and what's going to go on in the atmosphere. And so with that, you have what they call hodographs that are attached to that. And that tells you storm characteristics, whether it's going to be a right mover or a left mover, what the hail is going to look like, how much energy is in the atmosphere, or what they call CAPE, convective available potential energy. And so there's just so many different things that you have available now that you didn't have available back whenever I was chasing. And so a lot of people just went out and sat underneath storms that didn't know how to read weather maps, and would, just watch. And so anyway, that being said, I'm thankful for the technology. And so whenever cell phones happened, obviously then you got Wi-Fi hotspots later on that. And then you were able to start live streaming from your vehicle, and it just manifested and turned into what it is now. So don't mean to be long-winded. But that's just basically the way that things kind of laid out. So anyway, I'm going to have to back up a little bit because it looks like my stream's probably going in and out. So, but on that note, guys, I've got some things that I've got to do. I've got to get inside. I have to go down and preach in Texarkana, Arkansas, this coming Lord's Day, and so I need to get prepared for that, and I have to leave around 3 o'clock here in Oklahoma to be down there tonight so that I can get checked into my hotel. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the subscription, and no, you're good. Don't ever be sorry for asking questions. I enjoy talking to you and explaining these things. That's one thing I try to do whenever we're out chasing. Try to be very informative. Try to teach as well as visually provide things for you all to see. But like I said, more than anything, it's about being a public service person and going out, and providing something. There's been times, and I'll give you an example before I get off of here quickly. So Katie Winniewood, it's a 12-minute and 54-second video that's on the channel. If you go to videos, you can watch it. So the tornado starts out as an EF3. It comes across the highway, I-35, and it turns into a gigantic wedge tornado, 1.5 miles wide, multi-vortex, and whatnot. The point that I want to make out real quick is this. We pulled into a driveway of a lady, and she was a horse farmer, rancher, horse woman, had several horses, and so she was wondering what we were doing in her driveway. She opens her door. I guess she had a camera set up out there. Opens her door and looks out, and she sees this big tornado that's basically headed toward her. I, at one time, had a Facebook account. I no longer have that. But so I had a Facebook account. I videoed maybe a 15 to 20 second video. I put that video out on YouTube within just a matter of a few minutes. It had 1.4 million views. And she was able to find me through that video. And she wanted to thank me for being there and providing the information because she didn't have any access. And that is the point of me live streaming these, whether it's just a storm or whether it's really going to be a big day severe weather-wise. That's why we do this, because we don't know. Everybody might just say, well, you know what? Everybody has television nowadays. They have satellite. They have all this stuff. But there are those people that are out there that may not have a TV right there next to them, and they do have a cell phone. So that's why we want you to share. That's why we want you to like. That's why we want you to subscribe. And that's why we want you to hit the notification bell, because then you'll know we're going live, and then you can share it with all your family and friends. We don't know where everybody lives, but we hope that we can get that information out, because it could be the fact that you were just like that lady. You didn't get the note that there was a big tornado headed your way. And so that's why we do what we do. And so all of you guys that are on the channel, all of you, I appreciate you. I want you to understand that, because you help us when we're out. You share it, you subscribe, you do all of that stuff. And so it helps us out. And again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And so I appreciate all of you watching today. I know it was early. Hope you got to see some amazing lightning. If you haven't, go back and review the videos. Like I said, I think there's 4 on there because we had the live stream was dropping a little bit. And so anyway, so yeah. But anyway, on that note, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you're able to enjoy Father's Day tomorrow. And so we're thankful for all the fathers, for sure. And so anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Again, be watching. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for everybody else that's watching. Y'all have a good day, and we will see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.